And I thought I would start my first video with a couple of questions, and I actually got my sisters and my mum and my sister's boyfriend to write them for me, so some of them are kind of interesting. But anyway, let's start. The first question is, how old are you? I am 20 years old. I turned 20 in March this year, which is 2014. Second question, where are you from? I am born and bred in New Zealand. Specifically, I was born in Howick, but we moved to further up north, and I've lived here since I was 3. Yeah, it's pretty much my whole life. I've been stuck in this tiny little town in the middle of nowhere. What's my favourite animal? I don't know. It's kind of hard. I have a big thing for cats, but I love horses as well. I love to ride them and compete on them and things. Living in a country town, it's really cool to do. You can do that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't know what my favourite animal would be. If I could choose an exotic one, probably a red panda. Most likely. I really like them. They're so cute and cuddly. What's my favourite accent? British. No. Irish. No. It depends, because like every country has an accent, but then they have variants of that accent. So I really like pretty much all British accents and Irish accents. And yeah, I'd say, yeah, one of the two. What's my favourite type of music? Probably jazz. I'm a real funky jazz person. I do enjoy like blues, and I don't know, one of my favourite bands would be Mystery Jets. I really like them. They're awesome. They're not either of the things I said, but they're very cool. This is so typical. This is my sister's boyfriend. He said Marvel or DC. I'm gonna go with DC. We talked about this earlier on, me and my sister, and we both said DC because the characters are just better looking. I'm sorry, Iron Man. I'm sorry. Xbox or PlayStation? To be honest, I haven't played Xbox enough to make a kind of like a decision on this. I really want to play Xbox more. I do love my gaming, and I've played PlayStation a lot over the years, and I just feel I need to give Xbox more of a chance before I can make this decision. But currently, PlayStation. Gaming or reading? It's hard to do both at the same time, but I want to. I like reading and I like gaming. And don't you laugh, Quentin. Seriously. Yeah, so I can't make a decision between those two things because I love them both. I love to read in the mornings when I eat my breakfast and at night before I go to sleep, and I love to game during the day when I can. Next question, what are your hobbies? I ride horses competitively. I love acting, and that is definitely one of my hobbies. I like reading and writing, and I like gaming. It's kind of already been said, a lot of these things. What else is one of my hobbies? I don't know, working with kids, and I used to teach dance and drama, so yeah, like that's a hobby of mine. I like to teach, I like to help others and all that kind of jazz. Another hobby, being crazy. I guess that's a hobby, I suppose. Anywho, moving on. Do you want to travel where? I love this question. I do want to travel. I'm like desperate to travel, and my idea is that I want to travel to all the theatre capitals of the world. But I want to start in Greece, because Greece is where theatre was born, and it's like the most amazing place. And then I'd move into Italy, and when I was in Italy I'd go, to the theatre and go experience Italian drama, and then I'd go probably Spain, England. Anyway, I want to go to Greece first. I'm desperate to go, and I would love to go in the next few years, but I'll probably end up at uni and then I'll be stuck for a while. Who's your favourite actor? I always have had a crush on James McAvoy. He is like amazing. If you don't know who he is Mr. Tumnus in the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe movies. And he's just so gorgeous. I love him. I don't know if I could say he's my like favorite actor for his acting skills. If I was to say that, I don't know who I'd say, and I'll probably have to get back to you on that one. I have a lot of actors I admire for their work. What is your favorite movie? Currently, it's, if I'm going to say animated movie, it's Kumba. It's about like it's African and there's zebra and he has to go on this journey to find his stripes. I don't really, you have to go watch it yourself. I can't explain it. It's a good animated movie. My favorite serious film currently is Anonymous, and I know it came out a few years ago, but I still really love that film, and it's about Shakespeare, and it's about court intrigue and someone's theories on the origins of Shakespeare, and I really like it. It's a good movie. What is your fave dinner or takeout? I really like Thai food. I'm not really a meat person. I don't like eating meat often. It's not because I'm vegetarian, it's just I have problems swallowing and meat just doesn't ever sit right. So I like going to Thai food places and getting like vegetarian things. I love popcorn in the movies. That is a beautiful thing, popcorn. I love it. Love it so much. And my favorite homemade dinner, weirdly, after saying I don't like eating meat, I love lasagna. I really do. It's an amazing thing with the cheese and the pasta. The vegetarian lasagnas are the best, but I don't get them as often. Okay, what imaginary game did you play when you were young? Thanks, Mum, for writing this one. She just wanted me to tell y'all I had an imaginary friend, and his name was Jock. He was blonde-haired, blue-eyed, and he was really tall, and he rode motorcycles. And there's a building in Auckland, is it the Jameson Well? It's a big building, it's red. That building, I used to pretend when I was little, because it's near my grandma's house, and every time we drove past, I was like, "Hey, Jock!" because he worked there in the basement building his motorcycles. And so I would, with my sisters, we'd play imaginary friends, and they'd all have their sometimes imaginary friends, and they'd change it up every now and then and make a new one, but I always had a constant imaginary friend, and he was there all the time, not just during the game. So yeah, that was one of the games we played when we were young. I sound so weird now. Okay, the last question, I also have to thank my mum for this. If you had run out of toilet paper, what would you use? This has actually happened in our house quite a few times. I'm used to this. I'm, living out in the country, can't just go nip into the shops and get some more toilet paper. So, you could say tissues, paper towels. I wouldn't, what else can you use? Anyway, an old t-shirt, really? Anywho, thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe, all that jazz.